Thank you for joining me on a 1/18th custom build. This Darth Vader is going to get a bit of customization, going to give him a bit more of an abdomen, kind of like this guy here. Want him to fit into the 4-inch line a little bit better. These Star Wars toys are very cool, but they're just a smidge small. Right here, I'm going to get these pieces to match up. Going to use this original T-joint. Using a solder iron, just melt a nice little happy hole. There we go. Watch it putty up. That's about right. While the plastic is still melted, just fit them together so they form nicely. Then with a pair of dikes, go ahead and crimp that around. You don't want to cut it, you just want to crimp it to retain more of a round shape. Now with a nice sharp razor, just snip that right off. Okay. For the top part, the chest part, after we cut it down and cord it out, you just want to use a drill and go around nice little happy loops like this. Burr it out, make a nice little ball in there.
Good. I can feel your anger. I am defenseless. Take your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Okay, here we have all the pieces cored out. Got that glued on there, so it can swivel back and forth. Nice little swing motion. Let's just put these little two pieces together. Force them in there. There we are. Ah, they join together well. Look at that crunch. Okay, so this goes over quite nicely. There it is, mocked up. Original arms can fit in there. Okay, looking good. Now we need to modify this part. For the hips, no modifications. Here we have it all mocked up together. And let's go ahead and get that joined up. For this, I just want to melt the plastic down. But there's a bit too much plastic there, so let's snip that down. Right about there. Okay, leave that plastic there, melt it down, and push it together. That's the plan. Let's see if it works. There's a little happy snip. There we are. This is modern plastic. It just does not want to bubble up like I want it to do. You don't want to light it on fire because then it will get brittle and hard. You just want to glob it up. There. And you can see how that would form. I'm going to trim up the excess and see how that worked. So, the advantage to using as much of the original components as possible is for the legs, the arms, to just snap in without having to use any putty, epoxy, or glue. And we're going to use our hot iron. These work out really well. Okay, so off screen, I went ahead and cleaned this up a little bit so it would plug in the right size. So a quick test fit. With belts and everything, that should be pretty perfect. Pretty perfect. That should be pretty good. But one thing I want to do is secure this ball joint in here. I want to secure that in there, just so it doesn't pop out. I'm giving it a good tug and it doesn't come out, so I'm just going to lock it in. The way I'm going to do that is I had inserted a plastic grommet, I would say, in here. And I'm just going to melt the edge down just a little bit. Just push it in towards the ball joint just a little bit. A little pat down. And come do the same to this other side. There we go. And there we go. Just something simple like that. A simple melt. Alright. Yeah, that locks that in there. You can see how I modified this. I cut out the inside and just glued it on the outer edge. So the abdomen will pop in there nicely. There we go. Looking pretty good. Nice range of movement. Yeah. Let's see how this goes on. Okay, looking good. Nice. Alright. Cool. So, using this tool, little 3D printer pen, this soft plastic, we're going to go ahead and fill up these joints. This works excellent for making joints a little bit tighter or putting up that little seam that needs to be hidden or that gap that needs to be filled up, rather than using epoxy or putty. Just shoot this right in here. It's really easy. Here we go. Just fill that up. And something about like that. Yeah. Push in the hips and move it all about. Just like that. Force on it. Let it cool down. You're good to go. Yeah. Here it is all cured. Good range of motion. This is an excellent tool. We're just going to fill in the cracks between the belt, just to keep it a little tighter. Now this stuff is akin to hot glue sticks. It does get very sticky. So it helps if you have your blade wet or with a little bit of Vaseline. You see it sticks to my blade here. I'm just gonna push that around and tuck it in, smooth it out, and call it good. Now for the front side. You see that gap? We want to just close it up and get a nice little clean. Make it a nice little clean section. Sorry for that. Got off screen a little bit. There we go. Just push that plastic down in there. Give it a little twist and a push. And call it good. Yeah. Chop off the excess and smooth it out. There we are. Looking clean. Alright. Now, I had humored the possibility of using this old head. This head comes from the figure of the concept art for Vader. It's a little bit more mean. But this movie head, this modern head, looks so fantastic. I just have to leave it. I'm not going to swap it out like I initially thought. That just looks good. I like that. Get all giggly when I look at it. Here we go. Here's the cape on. Yeah. That just looks nice. Maybe the OCD in me will make a little chain across his neck, but this modern head is much larger, and that old head, I'll use it for something else. We'll keep that. Yeah, look at that. That's so clean. So nice. Oh, evil. Now, the legs are a little bit small, but as I look at them, I really start to like them. I took these feet from a Fortnite figure. I robbed him blind of his shoes. That actually looks pretty good. I like it. I had considered giving him double hinges on his knees, but I think that little extra in the stomach just makes him perfect. Here he is, all finished out. Yeah, so tell me what you think of my custom Vader. Did I ruin him? Or did I make him just a little bit more exquisite? There he is with some other customs. A Joy Toy and a Marvel. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you all back here real soon. Good night. Ciao.